Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very cool Trackhouse Racing Daniel Suárez test car. Yes, this was one of the first ever next-gen cars on track, and a very cool-looking paint scheme here, guys. Wow. The blue, the black, and kind of a silver pattern. Now, this is the next-gen test car bonus wave, so you get a generic packaging. This is... Look, the normal cars are going to have bright, vibrant colors and stuff, so don't worry about that. Go to the back of the card. The one thing I don't like about this is there's no previews of the other cars. So years and years from now, there might be a little bit of a mystery. Oh, what cars were all in this wave? That's the one thing I don't like about when they don't have a preview. So that's long term, that's kind of a oopsie-doo. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this diecast right out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right at the good old packaging here, and here is a closer look at this incredible diecast. Now, this is an Authentic Wave exclusive, but it's not exclusive to one wave. It was in both the next-gen test car bonus wave, but it was also in wave 2 of the 2022 retail line. And this car is very, very detailed. A lot of three-dimensional kind of shadows and kind of a gradient effect, if you will, but what a cool looking design, man. That looks really nice. Let's go ahead and dive into this diecast here, guys. Of course, unfortunately, this was never offered in the Gold Series, I don't think, or if it was, it didn't get made. But for all your Gold Series diecasts, like the normal Daniel Suárez paint schemes, or even the Ross Chastain stuff, make sure to go pre-order those over there at Circle B Diecast, and you can save on shipping with the promo code down below, guys. For any orders $30 or more, use code DIECASTBUFFET. Take $5 off on shipping, pretty much each order. So that's pretty cool, guys. Helps you save on shipping because, you know, with all the costs and everything going up, it's always nice to have that. Look at the hood here, and you have the Trackhouse Racing logo. Very, I mean, it's literally all over the hood, which is cool. You know, you want to make sure they're taking full advantage of the space on these race cars, and you can see the lower kind of design there, which is interesting. It doesn't look like it's fully centered. Like this one's a little bit more to the middle, and this one's a little bit more to the left, which is kind of funny. Something that's supposed to be, you know, built into the body of the car is actually kind of off-center. Anyways, go to the front of the car here, and the front fascia design, the blue, really reminds me of the Austin Dillon paint scheme from 2021, just kind of having a little bit of a alternate color to kind of go where the headlights are, but very, very cool looking stuff. I mean, these Camaro front ends look very mean, very aggressive in a good way. Got the Sunoco decal there, got the number 99, Trackhouse Racing logo. The bottom of the splitter is just decaled black. You can see a little bit of the undercarriage here. Very, very flat, which, truth be told, it's accurate to the real car, so you can't really complain, unfortunately, as much as we love to complain about things. But what's so weird about this car here is it's a test car, right? But it has the B post decal there. It has Daniel Suárez's name there. It has the Goodyear logo, Cup Series decal. It has your front contingencies as if this was a normal paint scheme. So perhaps if Trackhouse Racing was a very underfunded team and they didn't have any sponsors, perhaps their real Cup car would look something like this, which is really interesting. But yeah, there's not much sponsors or anything on this car, but they're still present on this piece. You can see the Our House. It's really really wrinkled there. Our House. I know OBB is probably going to make a reference to that in his review of this. Oh boy. Gotta love a good pun or two. But the back end of the car right here kind of has this like dark blue gradient with a light blue in the middle, and the same thing over here where the 99 is. And unfortunately, the 99 is not a true chrome on this diecast. I think the reason they didn't include it is because it's a test car. This was probably one of the first ever next-gen cars ever made in the factory. I wouldn't be surprised if these were made before the Gold Series cars were even made. Who knows? Either way, it is just a test car. But for the real stuff, I think they're actually going to include the proper chrome stuff like the Harrison Burton. So you go to the back end of the car here, and to me, this is my favorite portion of this diecast. You have just the very modern white lettering, the Camaro, the Trackhouse, the 99, the team logo. But you just see like this really cool black and blue kind of a gradient effect. It looks like a deep underwater cave. Really cool looking stuff here, guys. Like, I love, like, if you're going to make a paint scheme, guys, this is how you do it. Put some, like, shadowing effects, some graphics. I mean, There are so many amazing designs you'll see like on Instagram or something from designers who get literally they're not affiliated with cup teams. They don't do any of that stuff, and their designs look 10 times better than the real stuff on track. This is how you design. Like Trackhouse Racing, they understand the modern designing and how your race cars really need to look to capture an audience. You know, some of these paint schemes I see, they're atrocious. This is how you make your paint schemes, guys. If you want to have a lot of eyeballs looking at your hot rod. You can see a little bit of a decal, oopsie-doo here with a Cup Series decal, but it's still just really funny to see a Cup Series logo on a test car. Sometimes they never have these things. You do have a little Chevrolet decal right there in the quarter panel, and you can see how the undercarriage is very, very interesting with the back end lower, or not lowers, the, what do they call these things, guys? The diffuser. Because the side skirts are actually, on the real car, are not side skirts. They're part of the bottom panel. It's all one flat, gigantic piece, pretty much. Well, for, sakes of manufacturing, they include this part on the actual die-cast metal. So you have what this is supposed to be black here, right? Sometimes the Camrys or whatnot have a little bit of a black trim line here, your front black splitter, and then you go to the tail end of the car, and it's just the light plastic gray. Ugh, that bugs me. But, I mean, you could easily fix it. You could just take it out and spray paint it, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, go to the roof of the car here. Now, this is interesting because the roof number is white, but the door numbers are kind of like a silver, kind of aluminum brushed feel to it, which is pretty cool. You do not see any roof flap sponsors, but the roofs on these cup cars nowadays remind me so much of the Gen 4s. Like, the roofs are tiny. They really are. Like, on the Gen 6 cars, I mean, it's like a limo. Those things go so far back. But, like, the roofs on these cars look so tiny. And to give it a little bit of a comparison, check this out. This is the Kyle Larson Phoenix Race Twin, but look at these. I mean, the cars are at the same amount of depth, and look how giant the roof is on the Gen 6, and look at the tiny Gen 7. So that's why when I make the comparison to the Gen 4 cars, that's what I'm talking about. That the car it's a little bit wider, the driver's in the middle, so they kind of just make it more sloped up, and it's a really nice effect, kind of like a mushroom top, so to speak, aerodynamically. I tell you what, man, this 99 car is so cool to see the 99 car back in victory lane. And, as a Carl Edwards fan, it's really cool to see it on track. Got Trackhouse right there on the deck lid. I tell you what, he's gonna win a lot more races, I really do think. He could be one of those guys that just goes out there and wins a lot of road courses. I would not be surprised. He just shows up randomly and wins like a short track race like Martinsville or wins at Richmond or something. Like, I think, no doubt about it, he's going to win a lot more races. I really do. Same with Ross Chastain. I mean, they are built. They're in the prime of their career, right? And I think both of them are only going to go, they're only going to get better. So, if you want a team to cheer for the next 4, maybe 5 years, Trackhouse Racing is definitely in prime position in terms of the driver's age and the maturity of their careers to continue to grow in the sport. And no doubt about it, they have the speed, which is like the #1 thing you have. I mean, you could put a Hall of Fame driver in a car. If it runs like a brick, it's going to be a brick. So you got to have speed, you got to have talent, and right now they got both of them. So what do y'all think about this car, guys? Make sure to comment down below. I look forward to reading your comments. And if you missed out on the other next-gen test car Wave review, the diecast from the Wave, I'll briefly show this here. If you want to read it, you can pause the video and you can check it out. It's pretty generic, but I do like that they included this. If I had to be honest with you, I wish they would have included a schedule or something on the back rather than just stating what the test sessions are. Or they could have done both. They could have put this stuff on the side. It might be a little hard to read, but I would have liked to see a schedule, the debut season for it. If they do another test car Wave or anything, I think doing the inaugural schedule for the Gen 7 car would be really, really cool. Anyways, thank you all again for watching. If you can, please give the video a huge thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Diecastbuffet, showing you off.